welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see by the look of the title, we are going to be testing out the new CoverGirl Trueblend Matte Matte Foundation. I have all foundation shades here, as you guys can see. All 40 foundations right there. So you guys already know, I'm going to give you guys all 40 swatches of this foundation. So we're going to be testing it out. We're going to be seeing el chisme todo. So we're going to see if it's a hit or una mamada. So if you guys want to know the chisme about this foundation, then stay tuned. But before we jump into the video, if you guys are still not part of this birdie family, what are you guys waiting for? Don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to hit that red bell notification. That way every time I upload new videos, you guys can be notified. But yeah, with that, let's go ahead and jump into this video. So as always, you guys, we're going to be doing the swatches as always before getting started with the actual demo. But at the same time, while I'm giving you guys the swatches, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about this foundation, what it does, what it claims to do. So that way, once we apply it, we already know what we're looking for. So we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so about the foundation, it is obviously from CoverGirl. It's called the Trueblend Matte Matte Foundation. And this is still not available to purchase. It will be available to purchase in store in June. I don't really know about the price, but I'm thinking it'll be something similar to the other Trueblend foundations, which is about from $7 to $9. So hopefully that's the case. Hopefully it's not too expensive, you know. So on their site, it says, from your favorite CoverGirl foundation line comes a matte foundation that isn't drying or cakey. Trueblend's Matte Matte formula is developed with a Flexi Hold technology that creates a strong yet flexible film on skin for durability and comfort, while the mattifying powders absorb oil, minimize the pores for a soft matte flawless finish up to 12 hours of wear. So the main things is that it's a 12-hour comfort matte foundation, it's pore minimizing foundation, has oil control, it's transfer resistant, which is a huge thing for the drugstore foundation, and it also comes in 40 different shades, you guys. They actually did categorize all of the foundation shades from light, medium, tan, and deep. They also have different types of undertones. They have warm, cool, and neutral ones. I'm gonna see if I can try to find my perfect shade, just because you already know I'm an olive undertone, and as always, they don't make olive undertones, but we're gonna try to see which one matches me perfectly fine, so I can do the whole demo. But yeah, so those are the things about this foundation, you guys. So if you guys would want to purchase it after the demo and seeing how it works out, it's not going to be available until June, which we don't have a lot to go. I mean, it's just a couple weeks more, you know, but yeah, it will be available in June. That's all I know about this foundation. All right, so now that you guys saw all 40 swatches of this foundation, now we're going to go into the demo, which I'm so excited. So I'm going to use one of their primers because they did send 4 of them. So they sent one that is just the skin smoothing primer, the color neutralizing primer, the pore minimizing primer, and last but not least, the illuminating primer. So I just want something to make my skin smooth. I'm going to leave the pore minimizing to the foundation just so we can be fair with the foundation and see if that actually is going to happen. So I'm going to apply a little bit of this primer. So when I was trying out the swatches, I think the closest match is M10, which is medium 10. So yeah, I'm going to use this one as my actual foundation. And M10 is actually the name Golden Natural. So this foundation, it doesn't really tell you how to apply it on their site or anything. So what I'm going to do is do the traditional, which is half beauty blender, half brush, just so we can get both sides and see how they're going to work out. So of course, I'm going to start with this side, with the brush side. So I'm going to just take a flat kabuki brush. I'm actually going to take this one from Sigma, the F82. Just so I can apply it on this side, and then I'm going to use one of my blenders to apply it on this side. What I'm going to do is just do one pump and see what I can fill up with half of my face with the brush. So also we know how many pumps we need for our face. So this is how one pump looks. I think it's a little too pale for my skin. So I can tell right away that what they mean by comfortable, because I really can't feel this foundation on my skin. But I can start seeing a little bit of coverage here. Now I'm going to do the other side with the beauty blender. So I'm going to use this one, the black one. And I did finish pretty much the pump, so just letting you know, maybe I need 2 pumps. Alright, so this is how this foundation looks like now applied with the beauty blender. As you guys can see, you guys can still see my freckles, everything, my skin basically, but it just looks flawless, if that makes sense. So it gives you like a very, very natural look. That's what I can definitely see. But like I said, this coverage is not like full coverage at all. I would just say it's like kind of like a light to medium coverage. I'm going to try and see if I can build it up and see what it does. But I think from both sides, I prefer it with the beauty blender. I think. I'm not too sure. I'm going to see with the second pump, and then I'll let you guys know. Whoa. I can definitely see coverage now, because you could definitely tell the difference, like skin color, foundation. And not to mention, it still feels very, very comfortable and light. So I like that. Okay, so now I'm going to play it on this side with a beauty blender. Okay, so there's this side. I can definitely see that the brush obviously does give more coverage, but it did add more coverage on the beauty blender side too, but not as much, because obviously the brush doesn't absorb product like the beauty blender does, so that's the reason why. But now that I have applied it both sides, I think I do prefer the brush side more, just because it does give me more coverage, and not to mention it's not wasting so much product, you know what I mean? So I think I like the brush side more, because both sides look exactly the same, but I can kind of see a little bit more of my pores like minimized, if you could say, on this side. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it looks more flawless, if that makes sense. So brush side wins. But now I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face makeup, so I can be back with you guys and we can do the 12-hour check-in. And then once we have worn it throughout the 12 hours, let you guys know exactly how I feel about this foundation and everything. Alright guys, so now that I'm done with my makeup, now the last thing I'm going to do, and to be fair with it, is add a Fix Plus, because I always set my foundation, my makeup just in general. So I'm going to add a little bit of Fix Plus and then we'll be done. So now that we're done setting it, doing everything, now is the time to do the check-in. So right now it is 8:41. So in 12 hours, I'm going to check back with you guys, let you know what I think about the foundation. But so far right now, you guys, I'm very impressed. I really like the foundation. It looks really nice on the skin and everything. And I can kind of see what they mean by the pore minimizing. I can kind of see it now, especially on the brush side. Like I said, like on this side is where I really noticed it the most. Not so much on the beauty blender side, but I can definitely see that. Yeah, I'm excited to see how it's going to look at the end of the 12 hours, just to see if it really is going to last. Typically for me, 8 hours is like what I normally would be happy with, but if it can do 12 hours, why not, you know? That would be like the long wear foundation type of events, like for a wedding or a special occasion type of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna let you guys know how it looks at the end of the 12 hours. So yeah, I'll just check it back with you guys in 12 hours. All right, you guys, I am back after 12 hours, you guys. It's now 8:46, as you guys can see, and we have completed the 12 hours. This is what the foundation is looking like. What do you guys think? Let me know. I'll give you guys a minute. Now, looking at it up close, my initial thoughts is that it definitely rubbed off. I was wearing sunnies throughout the day, so everything here just basically disappeared. I didn't do like a lot, but I was out and about, so I went and got a pedi. I got my nails fixed, so they're back to being normal nails, no more acrylics, not until at least my birthday week, right? But yeah, and then I walked the dogs. I mean, I was up and down, honestly, so I was actually shook by how good it stayed in place on the other sides, but here in this area, I mean, it's kind of common because if you guys already know, my skin is combination. So I do get oily in my T-zone, and even though the foundation claims to be matte and to, you know, be lasting up to 12 hours, it actually did not last in this area. But that's kind of normal with the sunnies. But I don't know why I was expecting it to stay just because it was claiming it, you know? But other than that, if I feel like if I didn't wear the sunglasses, it wouldn't have rubbed off at all, like bad. But on the other areas, as you guys can see, it looks pretty normal. Like it didn't actually move whatsoever. It didn't separate. It hardly barely like cracked, which was the thing that got me really shook because usually in my laugh lines, like that's normally where the foundation will crack no matter what. Like even if I bake it, whatever, you know, when I smile, it just happens, you know. It's like our facial expressions. So that's kind of normal. Other than that, I mean, the foundation still looks pretty flawless, to be honest. Just like I said, like maybe it was just the sunnies. I don't know, maybe because I need to wear maybe mattifying primer instead of just smoothing out my face, if you know what I mean. So that could be something that we can probably work around with. But other than that, I mean, the foundation did last, you guys. So I'm pretty shook because it's been 12 hours, you guys. So I definitely have to say I'm very impressed with the foundation. At first, when I had first tried it out, I was just kind of like, I'm gonna be honest, like not like, oh my god, like this foundation, oh my god, you know. I wasn't like all crazy about it, but I mean, after 12 hours for a drugstore foundation, this is pretty good, you guys. I honestly am very impressed with the way that it lasted the 12 hours. And not to mention, like, even though I am very like oily in my T-zone and it was a super hot day today in California, like my T-zone doesn't look gross and nasty like how other times I've looked. Because let me tell you, any other like, you know, foundation that is not meant for, you know, mattifying the skin or any of that, like usually by the end of the day, after 12 hours for sure, like this area right here looks completely gross. So yeah, I'm very impressed too that I didn't actually have so much buildup, like oil buildup, if that makes sense, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it that for this foundation, you guys. That's all I gotta say. Let me know what you guys think if you guys want to try it out. And of course, also let me know in the comment section what other foundations you guys would like for me to try out. And follow me on Instagram because usually I always leave like little polls there once I receive a foundation. Like, do you guys want to see a review? You know, so follow me on Instagram, you guys. But yeah, so that is it, my loves. Also, if you guys want to check in the description box who was the winner from our last giveaway from the JLo collection, check the description box because I'm going to leave the winner right there below. But yeah, other than that, my loves, if you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget to give me your guys' thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. That way you join the Birdie family. And don't forget to hit that ring bell notification. That way every time I upload new videos, you guys can all be notified. But yeah, with that, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye. Mwah. Ok, so aquí es como ya se ve con este lado de ok, ahí voy, nada más ojalá no esté la pinche mosca. Get your shot. Get your shit. So it's always Richie, that was so rude.